everybody, it's Jean and it is June, which means a lot of people have graduated high school. Congratulations, and I'm sure you're gonna be awesome. So for those of you who are starting college in August or might be returning to college in August, I wanted to make a video for those of you who might not be sure what you want your major to be, or you might be in a major but you're not quite sure if you want to stay in that major. I'm a biology major, but it definitely took me some trial and error, and I actually changed my major about twice before changing it to biology. It certainly took me a little bit of time to get to biology, and so I wanted to make a video talking about how I got to biology, why I chose biology, and what to expect and any advice for anybody who is considering a bio major. So yeah, let's get started. So when I actually applied to college, I wanted to be a double major. I wanted to do kinesiology, and then I also wanted to do dance. I really was interested in sports science and like the medical kind of stuff. I really like human biology. Not that I hate animals or anything, I just don't find them interesting. But I quickly realized that I really didn't want to do dance as my sole job for the rest of my life. That's just not what I wanted to do, but I am a dance minor, so it's still very important to me. So then in the spring of my senior year, I changed my major to something completely from left field, and it was pre-nursing. I really liked human sciences, and I was really interested in like the medical field and stuff, but I was sure I didn't want to go to medical school. My mom is a nurse, but when I was really young, she was in nursing school, and so I kind of observed her going through the process of doing all the studying, and she also watched a lot of like medical shows, and so I would watch them with her, and I kind of just fell in love with the medical sciences. So I thought pre-nursing was perfect for me. And then I quickly realized that I didn't want to be a nurse. Reason being is pre-nursing and nursing in general is a fabulous field, and I will always appreciate everything that nurses do, but it was way too suffocating for me. Nursing is a very isolating major. That's what I quickly discovered. Getting into nursing school is super competitive. You spend your freshman and sophomore year trying to make really good grades in your science classes so that you can go on to junior and senior year, which only 100 people get into the upper division, which is like legitimate nursing school. When you get into the upper division, it's pretty much clinicals, class, and studying. There's not really room for a lot of things. Also, I realized that even after I got my nursing degree, I was pretty much going to be doing nursing for the rest of my life, and that really wasn't what I wanted to do. I discovered that I was going to be trapped in that field, and that was the only thing I was ever going to be qualified to do unless I went back to school. And then since nursing is such an isolating major, I wasn't able to do dance, and that was annoying. My first semester, I didn't even set foot in a dance studio, and it drove me crazy. I knew I needed to change my major, but I was also kind of still clinging to nursing. It's a very stabilizing job, and you make a good amount of money. But in a lot of my classes, I did meet a lot of biology majors, and some of them were pre-med and some of them weren't. And I kind of just decided to change my major to biology. If I still want to be a nurse, I can still be a nurse. And then if I don't want to be a nurse, I can do something else. I could go to graduate school and get a job in research, or I could go work in a hospital, just work in the more like lab kind of stuff for the hospital, so I'm not, you know, working directly with patients. I also realized I could go to medical school if I wanted to. There was a lot of options for me. I also realized when I was in school that I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do. And when I changed my major to biology, I realized I didn't really have to know exactly what I wanted to do because I had all of college to kind of explore and figure out which field of biology I really like. Biology is a very broad major. There's the human biology, there's molecular biology, there's ecology and evolution kind of biology. And so when I started biology, I realized I could do any of these things. I didn't have to know exactly what I wanted to do yet. And if I changed my mind later on, I always had a biology degree to fall back on. And then basically why I chose biology, I absolutely love science. I wasn't very good at science in high school. In high school, my main thing was English. I kind of based it off of interest alone, which was a really good decision because I'm more eager to do well in my classes because I actually want to learn biology. I have learned so much about things like cells and human anatomy, all the way to bacteria and trees and ecosystems. It's so mind-opening to me, biology is. I really don't understand how anybody can hate biology. Like, I know it's hard, but it's fascinating to me just to know more about how the earth works and how people work and how we can use our knowledge of how things work and make the world a better place. Biology has just made me so excited about everything science, and it's made me excited about learning, and it makes me actually happy to go to school. I've taken some courses where I'm actually excited to go to class every day, and to me, that's when you know a major is for you, when you want to go to class and you want to talk to professors more about what you're learning, and that's, to me, what makes a major yours. So if you are considering a bio major, I'm going to tell you guys some things to expect and some things you might want to know. First thing is, you don't have to be pre-med if you're a bio major, and you don't have to be a bio major to be pre-med. If you want to go into medical school, if you want to be a doctor, that's fabulous, but that's certainly not a requirement for biology majors. A lot of people think that if you are a biology major, then you are probably pre-med, and that's certainly not true. I am trying to avoid medical school, to be honest, but if I decide later, then, that door is open for me. Pre-med is literally just a program where you take other courses. It's not a major. Another thing that you should probably know is that biology is one of the hardest college majors out there. In some of the lists I've seen of like the top 10 hardest college majors, biology is usually like right below engineering or something. It's a very difficult major to get through. But it is certainly worth it if you really, really like it. Another piece of advice is to go based off of what interests you, and this is kind of about choosing a major in general. Don't just go off of what you're good at. Had I chosen to be an English major, I probably wouldn't be very happy, but I chose biology because I was interested in it. I actually got a C in high school biology. I took it my freshman year, but now I've made pretty much all A's in college, so I don't think that really dictated what I do or anything with the rest of my life. But if you choose a field that you genuinely like and you genuinely want to learn more about, you're going to be much more likely to study, you're going to be much more likely to seek help when you don't understand something, so you're probably going to do better if you choose a major that you really, really enjoy. Another thing you should know is that biology kind of encompasses all of the different fields of science because you use physics, chemistry, and math to explain a lot of biological concepts. So prepare to take classes in physics and chemistry and math as well, because you have to know those things in order to understand more advanced biology classes. Definitely be prepared to take a lot of hard math classes and all that because it's going to be important to know. And the last thing is have fun. Biology is amazing. To me, when I'm in like the biology department of my school, it's like Disney World for bio nerds. And it's just such an amazing field to be in. There's always something new to discover. There's always something new to learn about. And when you start taking those general biology classes, you become so much more interested in the world. You become more interested in what's going on around you. It's such a fun field to be in. So if you are really into like the life sciences, then I highly recommend biology for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video or you found it helpful, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you are a bio major, let me know in the comments why you chose it or why you like it so much. Or if you want to say anything about why you chose your college major, you can certainly comment down below. If you want to see more of my channel, you can press the subscribe button, which will be below the screen or in the subscription bubble somewhere around here. Or if you want to see my last video where I explain the science behind chocolate chip cookies, you can click on that link, which here or wherever I put that square. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!